Kind of won a loss in the fourth quarter, so that's pretty important that we finish it the right way. Most of the guys have been here throughout the entire time unless there's a good reason for not being here. Of course, Laramie is here today. It was good to see him get back out on the football field. That was the final piece of this puzzle that we're putting together. Great work. I'll take your question.
Lovie, what have you seen from David Smith throughout the spring and offseason? How do you guys feel about him right now?
We feel good about him. Improvement. You know, if you go through, I think maybe 38, 37 days or so we've gone through of actual work here, and you're a guy like Davis, who's first guy in the building, last guy to leave. He's gotten a lot of reps, a lot of instructions, and I've seen him have, make some of the type of plays that we know he's capable of making.
How greeting Laramie, what do you have to say to him, and how do you think he looked at this?
First date, First date, you get to know each other a little bit. No, we've been communicating with him throughout, but it was good to see one of your best football players, one of the best offensive tackles in football. You add him to our team, we're a better football team. It's simple as that. It's voluntary work in the off season and for most of this. So in an ideal world, I wanted Laramie to be here, every day. But sometimes guys aren't here. When they come here, we're not going to make him change his last name or anything like that. We're going to let him keep the same number, and he's going to help us win a lot of games this year.
Lovie, you talk about the attributes. Now the fourth quarter is when games are won and lost. Typically, the league is structured in such a way where parity makes it important. What are some of the traits and attributes that you're looking for in sessions like this to help you get clued in on what the kid is able to do in that situation?
Well, we have, as we finish up, our last practice has been about situational football, and that's where games really are kind of won or lost. And the last drill that we did today, of course, was our 2-minute drill. So finishing and keeping that discipline, throughout 4 or maybe, into overtime is what we're looking for, the grind. It's, as you can see here, most of us in short pants. It's warm in Houston right now. So for us to train that way too, just being able to finish, these are some of the things we're looking for. And then for the guys that have been here, daily improvement, and that's what we've got.
And once you guys break before training camp, what have you seen through this offseason workout? You feel like y'all have to continue to build around the team positionally, and where you still need some fits?
When we started the all-season program, we asked the guys to show up every day and let us coach you up, let our strength and conditioning staff, build you up. They've done all of that. So our program, the guys have bought into that, and they're following. A part of the program too is to put in all these days and now take a break. So end of the week, we're all clearing out for a while. That's a part of getting ready for football season 2, is unwinding a little bit, reflect on what's happened, and then get ready to go.
There'll be another chance to see your rookies out there, how they transition into this next phase.
They're blending in right now. The first week or so, looking at the rookies now, they're in offense, defense, the defensive huddles and making plays, and you want them to blend in. We liked the class before they got here. We like them even more now. Quite a few of them will contribute this year.
Lovie, have there been a couple of things that you've liked about what you've seen from what your guys have been doing so far?
The first, again, that on what you can get done this time of year, guys, just show up. And they've been here. We established our role. First step to getting better is to show up on time. That's what they've done. And then just work hard. They have good coaches. So technique-wise, every player that's been in an all-season program has gotten better. I mean, in the weight room, if you talk to Mike and our strength staff, they'll say the same thing. So that's what we wanted to do, just get ourselves in the best position for a great training camp. I can't wait for training camp. This phase is over. It's like, hey, the second quarter is over. It's halftime, and you can't wait to come back out for that third quarter. We're pretty close to that.
Lovie, we'll have time for a few more. Go ahead, Stephanie.
This week you're doing an event for Day 1 season ticket holders. There's a lot of people that joined along the way. There's people that can't do that but would want to. And then there's people that haven't felt a part. What is your message to all the people that are fans and might want to be fans because they like football?
Well, I mean, Houston is a football town, and there's tradition that we have here. In order for us to accomplish our goals, we can't do it without our fans. Since I became head football coach here, I've talked about that 4-phase, the fans being a part of this. So I'm looking forward to answering their question. If they're part of the team, I want them to be able to know, get some inside scoop on what's going on. So I'm looking forward to it. And eventually, though, it's going to be fall season, and we're going to expect them to come in their colors and support their football team. And it's our responsibility to put a better product on the football field, which we plan on doing.
Lovie, you have a pretty specific workout plan, repetition plan for your rookies, Stingley and Kenyon.
Yes.
Where do you anticipate they'll be when camp starts?
We expect them to be full speed, ready to go. Both players had all-season surgeries. We knew that. So we had a plan. We wanted them for us to first come in, we evaluate, see exactly where they are, and we don't play tomorrow. So we're going to take it slow with them. The mental part has been good. Everybody is exactly where we thought they would be. I'm talking about John Mechie, too, all of the players that have had injuries. And again, we come back in the fall, we're going to be pretty much at 100% first day of training camp, and we're excited about that.
Lovie, the imprint that Minicamp was putting on the offense, what are some of the specific things that you're seeing as he kind of puts his game?
Well, our offense, we want to be a team that can run the football. We're going to have a fullback on our roster, so we wanted to establish that. You've seen our plays that we run. You can't really, you can't get good physical work, of course, without pads, but the players now know their roles and how we're going to win football games. That's what we've seen, and I'm excited about what our offense will look like this fall.
All right, thank you, Coach.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Offseason, where do you feel like you're at as a quarterback right now?
I feel like I'm at a good spot. Obviously, there's still a lot of room to grow, but more confident, more comfortable out there with the offense and my teammates around me. So ready to keep progressing and head into this season.
Davis, what excites you most about this team and kind of some of the new guys, the new pieces that there are around you this year?
We've brought in a lot of guys with a lot of experience. I feel like everyone's really bought into what we're trying to do out here. I feel like we've really set the standard for how we want to treat things around this building and how we want to go at things, practice and working out wise, meeting wise. So I feel like we're in a really good spot, and we have a lot of good leaders on the team who are leading the team in that direction.
Davis, where has been the biggest area of growth for you this season?
I think one big thing that's helped me a lot is just comfortability out there, just having experience and being able to make fast, smart decisions and protect the football.
Davis, what's it like playing for Pep Hamilton? What are some particular aspects of his coaching style that you see with him?
I like him a lot. He's been coaching the quarterback position for years now, so he really understands what we see back there and how we can react to things and how we can progress towards or forward after bad plays. So it feels like, we've only been together for a year now, but he's known about me since before I was even at Stanford, so we have a really good connection in that regard, and we feel like we're on a really good similar page with a lot of things, so we're excited how everything's moving.
Davis, when you look at the growth that you made from training camp last year, maybe the end of the season, is it exciting now with all that experience under your belt, what you can maybe accomplish with this offseason and heading into the new year?
Definitely, yeah. I think experience is a big factor in how my game kind of progressed through the last season. These reps I've gotten in this offseason are extremely valuable, and I'm excited to keep progressing. Obviously, I still have a lot to prove to myself and to my teammates to go out there and win games, but we're all excited for it, and I want to keep moving forward.
What does it mean to you that the team seemingly is invested in you as the quarterback for this organization and as the guy that's going to lead this team?
It's awesome. Obviously, I still have a lot to prove. Got to go out there and win the job each and every day, and put my best foot forward every day out here at practice. So it's exciting, and want to keep proving that to the guys.
Davis, you got your blindside protected back. What does it mean to have Larry Tunsil back on the field, and how did he look today?
He looked great. Obviously, he wasn't here for most of the offseason, but came back, and really there was no time lost. He came in with a really solid feel of the playbook, and I thought he stepped in today and performed extremely well. We're excited to have him back.
What have you seen from Nico here in year two?
He's been great. Really good grasp of this offense. He ran a similar offense with Pep Hamilton at Michigan, so he has a good feel of some of the things we're trying to do. And obviously, his talent's off the charts. we just got to find ways to get him the ball.
How much has your off-season work with your wide receivers transcended over into this minicamp?
It's been great. As much time on task with the guys we can get as possible is how we're going to be the best. So I feel like we've put a lot of really good work in, and everyone's on the same page, and our chemistry is at a really good spot right now. But obviously we can keep growing, and I'm excited for it.
James, what's it like throwing?
It's good. I mean, they've all been in the league for multiple years, so everyone kind of has some different coaching points that they've had in the past that they share with the room, and we kind of like to bounce things off each other to make sure we're all progressing at the same pace and everything is moving in the same direction.
Maybe a couple more particular information about what y'all are doing here just with his experience.
Yes, he does.
James, what's it like throwing to Farrell Brown? I mean, a big tight end like that in throw to. Is your chemistry with him much further ahead now that you got a year with him?
Definitely. I think he's looked extremely well this offseason. He's running some really good routes, has a really good first step, and he's been really explosive this offseason. I'm looking forward to getting out on the field with him.
And Brevin Jordan?
Same thing for Brev. He's looked good, obviously. Showed some big-time playmaking ability at the end of last year, and he still brings that into this year, and we're excited to see what he can do.
All right. All set? Thanks, guys.
Thanks.
How comfortable do you feel? What do you feel like you could accomplish in year two?
I feel like I can accomplish a lot this year. Really just taking it day by day, one day focus. For me, I'm comfortable. I've been meeting with the quarterbacks all year, so getting on the same page with them is really big, and just knowing they want me to be where I want to be. And the game's just slowed down, and understanding all the finite details that's going to help me be all-pro this year.
What's your off-season
My
like?
off-season was pretty good. Really just working on freeing my mind, just doing a bunch of meditation, did a couple retreats, just clearing my mind, getting that focus, man. And I think that's pretty big for me. It's just this game is pretty easy. It's just consistency, and it's just me versus me on a daily basis, and that's why this off-season has been great. Just that one day at a time.
Is the hot yoga beneficial?
Oh, the hot yoga is great. I love hot yoga. I think everybody should do hot yoga.
Do you get the sense this offense will utilize you, Brett, the whole tight end group more than they have in the past?
History shows that this has been a very tight end friendly offense. Everywhere Pep's been, Stanford, Colts, at Michigan. So I don't think the trend will change. So it's a great opportunity for me and Brevin. And like I said, I tell him as well, and just helping the young guys. It's really just that day by day, and that's it.
Do you notice a difference in him, preparedness, mentality of how he approaches things now versus last year?
Yeah, he also has another year under his belt, so he's starting to understand the game and being able to be a pro. And like I said, it's a mentorship for all of us. I help him, he helped me, and we just learn together. And I think that's going to be the difference.
What are some of the other extra work that you do to get your body right, recovery, and just trying to train?
I mean, I kind of do it all. Like I said, I'm a big meditation guy. Yoga, going down Mexico, doing temazcals, just energy work. I'm really big into all of that. Cold tub. I've been getting a lot of work in with my personal trainer, Justin Allen. Just on field, I mean, I'm moving like a receiver out there right now. Just way quicker, way smoother, way more body control, and that's really been a big thing. And I've been seeing the difference day by day, even down to working with lat hairs on a daily basis, just changing my whole body, way slimmer. When I come back, I'll be looking like The Rock. I finally got my dad bod going, got some abs now, so I'm gonna be like David the Joker with my shirt off in pregame.
How does it feel to have that familiarity now, coming into minicamp, going into training camp? You have your head coach solidified, you have your quarterback solidified. How is that for you as far as being able to do what you need to do?
It's big. I'm going into my 5th, 6th year, and every year I had a new coach, new quarterback. So I don't take it for granted just being able to have the same guy and knowing that guy, knowing the coaches, to be able to bond with, knowing what we want, and just being able to get a whole year in a full offseason in with these guys and being around them. I think it's going to be huge because in the past years with COVID, and different changes, we didn't have that. So I think just having that full year is going to be amazing. Yeah. Thank you. Appreciate it.
What's your comfort level like and your understanding of everything, kind of like to play faster?
It's always better when you're able to be in the system a year before, and the next year you get to come in and you can teach the younger guys just from your experiences and what you felt and the stressors you feel in certain defenses, So it's definitely a great feeling to have just playing time, and it gets your confidence level higher because now you can do it. It's not just seeing plays on film or having to imagine or get mental reps. So it's been great, man. Just coming and trying to build off last year.
You mentioned that confidence. And instead of watching other people's film, you got some of your own towards the end of the year. What did you learn from those experiences that looking back as you're preparing for another year?
Man, just stay down. It's actually a humbling experience, man, because I've always been the one just I'm trying to learn off everybody else. Or Justin Reed was here last year, so he was a guy I always asked a bunch of questions with, and it's a great feeling, man. It's a confidence boost, and it just you want to keep going. You want to build off of it. You don't want to be complacent. So, last year did happen, but that's over with now. So my mindset is, moving forward and getting better, and like 1% better every day.
You go 100% now. How's your health? You feel like you had a good rehab and everything?
Yes, it's been a great rehab all off season, man. The trainers we have here are amazing. They've done a great job of preparing me and getting me to be able to come back out here and do everything in OTAs and just continue to improve and get better. So.
With all, go ahead.
What are some of the things you think you need to improve on going into training camp?
From what I felt last year, I knew with myself I wanted to get a little bigger, a little stronger, just because I felt kind of, grown men strength in the games, and I wanted to get my shoulders a little stronger, be quicker with my eyes, quicker run pass reads so that I can play faster, and just let talent take over from there. So just a lot of pre-snap recognition things was where slow your mind down, okay, I see this formation, this is what I think I'm going to get from this. So that's been a big thing, just trying to learn and talking to vets and watching more film of other guys from other teams, just plays they've made and learn off of it. So
it seems like there's some momentum to the group, a couple of new players, some draft picks. What do you get a sense out of Lovie Smith and how he wants to do more this year in defense and how he can use you guys around in the secondary?
He really wants competitive guys that are going to come out, play the defense the way that he wants, and just play full speed, man, and get your all out there on the field, and make the plays when they're presented to you. And I think we have a great group of guys who can go out there and do that and execute the game plan.
In a second year with Lovie, is there things that you're noticing more from him, and are there different things that you're noticing?
I got pretty close to Lovie last year, so just with him becoming the head coach, it was like an easier transition. So guys are just buying in, man. Lovie's a guy that you have a lot of respect for, so you want to play hard for him. You want to make those plays for him. So I feel like the whole team now, just not the defense that understood him last year. It's the whole team that understands Lovie's vision and how he wants the team to play and perform. So I'm excited.
To that point, with the new additions to the secondary, what are your early impressions of Stingley and Petrie?
Great ball skills, athletic and smart and willing to learn, man. Ask a bunch of questions. So that's really a thing where, when you're a new guy, you never want to, you always want to be a sponge, anything anybody tells you. So I'm relaying my past experiences to them, letting them know, okay, this is what you did, this is probably what you can do better, this is what somebody taught me. So I'm excited.
What's that transition process been like for you, being the guy who was asking the questions to your safety last year to now being the guy that guys are coming to you now?
It's crazy, man, because it took a long time to get to that point. Even in my fourth year, I didn't have the playing time and the experience. So it was just the confidence thing. You see those plays, you tell yourself you can do it, watch the film, but actually going out there and doing it, it's a different confidence you have, especially coming into the next year because, younger guys are seeing you on the film, so they're coming up asking you, like, bro, what did you do? How did you do that? Like, what did you see? So it's a great feeling, man, just being able to, relay information and teach guys stuff that I've learned.
You've always been a guy fighting for your spot, fighting for playing time. I'm sure that doesn't change, but do you get hungrier after what you just said, getting it done on the field, making it happen?
Absolutely, because now you have more to prove. You can't just live off of stuff that you did last year. Last year's over with. It's a new season, new team. We have a lot of new players, so everyone has to prove themselves again. So last year was a confidence boost, but that happened last year. So I'm just trying to get better every day, improve things that myself I analyze, and when I watch film that I think I need to do better. So I'm just trying to move forward and get better every day.
What is the difference you've seen in Lovie Smith, the defensive coordinator, and Lovie Smith, the head coach?
Honestly, it's not much that he has to say to us because of his respect level. Like, you respect him so much, you want to go out there and you're attentive. Everybody's watching. He comes into the meeting room. I guess now he cracks a few more jokes now, because he's running the team meetings now. But he's been the same guy since I got here, man. Just he's the type, man, that you see that beard, man. It's just a respect factor. So you want to go out there and do everything for him and execute the game plan the way he wants it.
You mentioned people are coming to ask you questions now, and that's a bit different, the dynamic. I mean, when you're talking to other veterans who have been on this team, do you all get a sense that things are a bit different this year, and how is it different?
Absolutely, because this is our second year within the same defensive scheme. So for me personally, this is my first time with a defense in my second straight year, because I've had a lot of just coaches shuffle since I've been in the NFL. So it's a great feeling knowing that you have the same scheme. You can learn. You learn from what you did last year. You know the plays that are going to hurt, or the plays to look for, the routes to look for, the big plays teams are trying to hit us with. So, like I said, you can just relay that information and your past experiences to the young guys and let them know to be prepared, because we had to go through it in the game and learn, versus now we can just watch the film. We felt the pressures, so it's a great feeling, man, being able to relay those experiences, for sure.
Congrats on the engagement, though. How's
Appreciate
the
it.
going?
It's been going pretty good, man. I just let her handle most of it, man, and I kind of sit here and handle my business on the field. So,
All set?
Go ahead. You touched on it, talking about Lovie, but from the outside looking in, it looks like there's a sense of calm in this practice, as opposed to a year ago. Is that right? Wrong? What's it like being a player? It's different. It was a different vibe.
honestly, Lovie was here with us last year, so a lot of the players are familiar with him. So I guess you could say it's calm, or people are learning more. He has that confidence in us. He believes in us, so he kind of lets us kind of run, especially when we're out there, we kind of run the practice and they'll coach it up in film, So he's just kind of taking a player's approach to it, and but he does a great job of getting us prepared, man. And we owe everything to him, so we're just trying to come out here and execute the game plan.
All right. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.